my fucking god. My dude! Y'all stop doing this. Alrighty. So, we are gonna continue on with the rest of Ghosts of Alcantara, and then we move on to another visual novel that I will stream. Alrighty. So I will play this for like an hour. I will play Ghosts of I will play some more Ghost of Alcantara for at least an hour, and then I'll move on to another game. To say that my nightmare had disturbed me would be an understatement. It took me a whole day to recover to the point where I could do things again, because it couldn't check the idea that there was something deeply wrong with me. Sorry. Detective Storm did her best to comfort and reassure me. She rationalized that the nightmare was probably caused by the stressness of my situation. She told me that message. Shut. Ignore that. Hi, Armed. Hi, Cecil. Yeah. She rationalized that the nightmare was probably caused by the stress of my situation. She told me messages like, "Her blood is on your hands, it's your fault, I remember what you've done, would rather anyone." I wasn't convinced. She didn't understand how real it all was. How certain I was responsible for some woman's death. A dream isn't evidence of a crime in a court of law, but it wasn't evidence enough for me. Jesus Christ. My desire to regain my memories grew so that I could confront myself head on rather than let this phantom guilt torment me. Fair, fair. Fair, Victor, fair. The days passed. Detective Storm didn't push anything regarding the investigation on me. In fact, she didn't push anything on me. She left me to my own devices so she would call on me when she thought I could be helpful. I thought she expected more out of me. It struck me as negligent to leave a potential suspect unattended. After enough time lodging around Detective Storm's place doing nothing but watching TV, I decided to take matters into my own hands. Earlier, Detective Storm had given me a collection of maps and brochures about Alcantara so that I could get myself acquainted with the town. I decided to put those to use. The weird thing was that when I looked over the maps, I found I already knew the information. Okay, spooky. My suspicion that I knew Alcantara was confirmed. The Canal Sabia trail from the neighborhood town Hamatra, the downtown area, the neighborhoods, I was familiar with all of it. The brochures detailing the restaurants and business hubs of things I wasn't familiar with, but I knew a lot of the info in there as well. My goal was to go out and see if I could learn anything more about myself and visit the town elder, this Elaine Weatherton. Supposedly she could tell me about the ghost of Alcantara. I called Detective Storm in her workplace to let her know I was going out. She just berated me for bothering a looking woman. Good to know she cared. Sorry. Excuse me. I went out and started exploring the business district. Afterwards, I made my way towards downtown and the canal. I had no trouble getting around. I wasn't just acquainted with Alcatraz. I was intimately familiar with it. Everything was where it was supposed to be. The streets were as crowded as they were supposed to be. It felt like my previous self knew this town so well they might as well have run it. Walking around on Alcantara made me feel powerful and in control. Sorry, devs, there was a typo there. The sentiment of familiarity couldn't be shared for the townspeople, though. I walked by and didn't recognize a single person. Nobody seemed to recognize me either. I tried to talk with a couple, but I found my attention was unwanted. It wasn't as bad as the near Inquisition levels of suspicion I'd faced earlier, but I found there was something that marked me as an outsider to these people, and that marking branded me as suspicious. It bothered me because I only felt like an outsider to the people themselves. Alcantara itself breathed familiarity to me, so why did no one know me? Good question. In any case, it was hard to gather information about Alcantara when no one would give me the time of day. The people I spoke with either ignored me or gave me curt replies with moody glares. News traveled fast in small towns. I thought that small Midwestern towns were known for their hospitality. I guess that wasn't always the case. There was something else that had been bothering me. I felt like something was missing about Alcantara. Yeah. Missing was the right word. The physical locations, the names, all that was familiar. But there was not something noteworthy. About Alcantara. And nobody had Sorry. Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna. Nobody had brought it up and it didn't show up on a map. I think it was related to the south side of town. I didn't remember why, but I had a feeling. I decided I would explore the south side of town more carefully. Nothing struck me as unusual there. I started making my way west, which would lead me to the business district. There, I found what I was looking for. Rather, I didn't find what I was looking for. Let's see. Because on that hill that overlooks the business district, there stands a mansion surrounded by forest, with a path that would lead to some cliffs near it. I saw the forest, the hills, the paths, and the cliffs, but there was no mansion. What? Wait, so they took down the So they took down the mansion? From the 80s? Damn! Why? This wasn't just a feeling. I remembered this. How could you mention Alcatraz without the Thorn family? Because what was missing was the Thorn mansion that once stood atop that hill looking down on the whole town. Named Thorn. Something about that name bothered me. It was so familiar to me that it hurt. Wait. Looking at the spot where the absent mansion should be made, I feel like I had lost another part of my identity that would never be recovered. Wait. I just thought of something. It's familiar. What if Victor is actually... What if Victor... He's either Vlad or he's Nick. I ran into the Walmart. I knew most of the locals were unwilling to talk with me, but there had to be someone in Walmart who was willing to talk, yet not one. Not a single person I talked to knew who the Thorns were. Okay, now that's suspicious. How could this be? Was I remembering incorrectly? Nobody knew the Thorns or remembered there being a mansion there. I and Amnesiac alone knew they had been there. Oh, okay, that is weird. Because in 1987, in this game, there was a mansion. This Elaine Westerton. She knew everything about Alcantara. I'd go to her. If she didn't know who the Thorns were, then I was just crazy. I took a glance at the map Detective Storm had given me. Elaine Westerton's address was circled in bright red marker. I rushed across town to Elaine Westerton's place. It wasn't hard to find it. Her house had Halloween decorations plastered all around it despite it being June. I ignored them. Her craziness. This was almost assuredly no match for mine, the way things were going. I knocked on the door. A minute later, Elaine wandered into the room. Hi, may I help you? There was no way to explain my situation without sounding like I lost it, but I had to try. Sorry, I know this is gonna sound really weird, but I'm an amnesiac staying with Detective Storm right now. I was recently in a motorcycle accident and lost quite a lot of memories. I go by Victor currently. She looked at me like I was crazy. That was understandable, because I probably was. I want to know more about Alcantara. Some of my memories have been returning, and I've also heard some things I'm curious about. Detective Storm told me you would be the best person to ask, so yeah, here I am. I was hoping you might be able to answer some questions. That sounded stupider than I could imagine. Who's gonna let a strange amnesiac into their home with that story? Thankfully, Elaine Westerton must have been very strange herself. Her face notably bright when I mentioned answering questions about Alcantara. Oh, sure, Detective Storm sent you. No problem. Please come in. Detective Storm had told me she was a professor. Her place looked the part. Bookshelves and books were strewn all over the place, indicating that cleaning was always secondary to research. Her mannerisms and behavior struck me as vaguely familiar, but I couldn't put my finger on it. She cleared up her table, offered me a cup of coffee and sat down beaming. I guess she was excited to talk about Alcatraz. So, what did you want to ask? This might be a weird question, but the hill overlooking the business district. There used to be a mansion on the hill? Yep, there sure was. Yes, we're not crazy! So I wasn't crazy. Then why did it seem like no one remembered it? You see, I thought so. I'm getting my memories back slowly. I remember their family called the Thorns used to live in that mansion. I think they were important and powerful. Yep, that's right. The Thorns used to live there. They founded this town and basically ran it. She gave me a smile. It was a good idea to come see me. You see, nobody but me would know the Thorns used to run Alcatraz.
Ciso_strawberry said, Nimble, don't tell Yummy, but I like your scuff streams more than Yummy's.
Why do you like my I scuffness more?
Nimble Gosling said, why?
Well, I mean, I obviously knew that, so others must have known as well. What do you mean? Well, as the storyteller of Alcatraz, it's my role to know these things. No, I mean, why wouldn't anyone else know? She raised an eyebrow at me. Why would they? Why would they? I mean, they ran this town. You just said they founded it. Of course people would have to know who they were. She just laughed at my response. Oh, right.
Ciso_strawberry said, I feel like she'll get jealous. Nimble Gosling said, nah, she won't.
Anyway.
Nimble Gosling said, I'm talking about why you'd like my scuff more.
Right, I guess you wouldn't know. You see, nobody in Alcantara now was around when the Thorns were. They're all newcomers. That's why you have to come see me to learn about Alcantara. That's my job. I gave her a blank look in response. What can I even say to that? That wasn't possible. You can't replace a whole town. No, I'm sorry, but that's just not possible. Well, that's crazy. Nobody remembers the Thorns or the Thorn Mansion. Everybody is new. What, did everyone just move and get replaced? Nobody moved, but I guess you could say they got replaced. What? It was aliens?
Ciso_strawberry said, because it's better on my CPU when playing gotchas. Nimble Gosling said, LMAO.
She said these stupid things with a stupid smile on her face. I slumped my shoulders in disappointment. Ultimately, she was no different than all the other hostile townspeople. She just had a more creative way of showing it. You know, you could have just told me you didn't want to talk. But I do want to talk! Right, like I was gonna believe anything from her. Poor Victor. What a ridiculous story. I still wanted to ask about the ghost story, but who knows what she'd tell me. Guess it was worth a shot. Yes, well, thanks for answering. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to ask was about the ghost of Alcantara. Detective Storm had told me that townspeople have been talking about the murders in relation to this ghost of Alcantara. Do you know anything about it? Her voice darkened at the mention of the ghost of Alcantara. The ghost of Alcantara is a town legend. It's a dark story. The change in her mood was palpable. She had just fed me a bunch of bullshit, but I got the feeling that the ghost of Alcantara was something the locals did not joke about. Could you tell me about the legend? Like I said, it's a dark story. Do you think you can handle it? She looked dead serious when I asked. I thought back to my nightmare and laughed internally. There was no way the ghost story that we were off to compare to that. I can handle it. She nodded gravely. Very well. The legend goes that there was a man in love with a woman named Alcantara. Oh, the Thorns! Unfortunately, this man loved Alcantara too much. His love ended up killing her. The man was devastated by her death. Elaborate. So devastated, he completely lost the will to live. Alcantara took pity on the man from the afterlife. She came back to him as a ghost. She told him of a ritual that could bring her back to life. This ritual consisted of the murder of 3 women. One woman was to be sacrificed to return Alcantara's body, one woman was to be sacrificed to return Alcantara's mind, and the last was to be sacrificed to return Alcantara's soul. Oh god. The man was so in love. However, Alcantara that he followed the steps of the ritual with no hesitation. He killed 3 women and he offered each in return for his beloved Alcantara. When he had finished, Alcantara did return to him. But the man was never the same after that, despite the reunion. For each woman he killed, he lost a part of himself. By the time Alcantara came back to him, he was no longer the same person. He had sacrificed his own soul to be with her again. However, he didn't care. Any suffering was worth seeing her again. She finished telling the story. Something struck me as off about this whole thing. I knew that Alcantara had a town legend, but this wasn't it. This was wrong. Oh my god, he is Nick! That's it! I think it's Nick! This is just a normal ghost story. He devoid of any real message. No. The Legend of Alcantara, it was a story of hope, of love. It was about how Alcantara convinced the town founder for Alistair to live, to move on from her death. This wasn't the right Ghost of Alcantara story. This Winterton must be trying to make fun of me again. Don't say it. Nice try. Like I said, my memory has been coming back slowly. I know the Legend of Alcantara is different. It's about Alistair Thorne being devastated by the death of his wife Alcantara, but her ghost convincing him of the afterlife to live. I don't know what the ghost story you're talking about is. She just laughed at me. Oh yeah, there's that story. Well, who says there can't be 2 legends? Alcantara was murdered, you know. Never heard to talk about that much in the history of the Thorne family, but that's why Alistair was so devastated. Who knows what really happened? They both make great stories anyway. However, the story the townspeople are talking about is the one I just told you. And why is that? Because I don't think the legend is a mere fable. I think it's a guideline, a prophecy of what's about to happen. Oh. They think this recent murder is the first of the series of 3, that someone is trying to resurrect their own Alcantara. That's crazy. Is it? People believe some crazy things when they're in love. Is it all that strange to believe someone would kill in the hopes that their beloved would return? Yeah, so the townspeople think the ghost of Alcantara is still going around haunting people, telling weird killing rituals to bring her back to life? Oh goodness, no, I see you're confused. I said their own Alcantara. You think of the ghost of Alcantara as the ghost of Alcantara herself. Of course I'm not talking about her, but I can see why you'd be confused. Yeah, it's the way you worded it, woman! Alcantara moved on forever ago. She has no reason to be a ghost now. We're talking about the ghost of Alcantara, as in Alcantara the town. We're talking about the ghost that is haunting the town of Alcantara now. The what? She looked at me like I was an amusing fellow. I got the feeling she had been truthful about this ghost story, but that she was still mocking me. Victor! Silly to think that the ghost of Alcantara is in Alcantara herself. What would have to do with... Anyway, she died more than 100 years ago. What to do with me? What do you mean? Of course this has to do with you. This whole thing does. What? She looked at me like I was crazy. Again. And this time I really felt like I was. I had no idea what she was talking about. You're telling me you don't realize? Realize what? Oh, goodness, you really don't know it. That's a shame. She looked a little angry now, like we have both been playing games, but now I had decided to waste her time. Of course this is all for you. I waited you for the visit so I could say this because you made me do this. Why can't you see that? How much longer can you delude yourself? He has amnesia! Do you think you can keep running? The murders, the story of the ghost of Alcantara, this whole situation is for you. She was just trying to scare me. She must have been. It was a mistake to come here. She was just like the other townspeople. Even so... Look at her face. It was so genuinely angry. My ignorance really did make her...
Armed_Angel13 said, "Hi, I'm back. Hey, couldn't survive watching the drone, so it was cut short, LOL. Nimble Gosling said, LMAOOO.
Her ignorance really did make her fear. My ignorance really did make her furious. Her treatment of me sparked my own fury. I came here for answers and I received this in turn. For once, be honest with me. Tell me about the Thorns. What happened to them? Why aren't they here? She just glared at me. You already know what happened to them. No, he doesn't! Why are you all ganging up on my boy?
Armed_Angel13 said, you could have joined. The movie was terrible, face with tears of joy. Armed_Angel13 said, and I won a free snail for picking the shittiest movie. Yeah. Nimble Gosling said, bruh, I was streaming. Armed_Angel13
I don't.
said, excuses.
Okay, shut up. No, I don't. Don't lie to yourself. Yes, you do. He doesn't! I don't! I roared at her, but my anger came from a place of fear rather than genuine rage. Damn, my man's going through it. I was afraid that what she said was true. She held her ground in front of my display. I didn't lie to you. Nobody in this town can tell you about the Thorns or what happened to them. Only the people you allow to know will know what happened to the Thorns. For now, those are myself because I am the storyteller, and it is my role to know. And you, maybe you'll allow Detective Storm to know. But he doesn't know! Eventually, you'll stop running away from yours. When that happens, I'll let someone else take over as the storyteller. She let me stand there stunned. I had come here for answers. I received only riddles. Was the whole town in on playing a trick on me? Poor Victor. What did I know? What had I done? Did everyone know but me? Why wouldn't anyone tell me? She pointed me towards the door. I know you won't come here again for a long time because you're too scared to face the truth. But until next time, I wish you well. Remember what I've told you. He doesn't even know anything! Leave my poor guy alone! I feel bad. I feel bad for Victor. This is... No. Yeah. I do want to know. I do want to know what happened. But at the same time, it's like... Bruh. You know what? I think I'll cut it off at the 30-minute mark because... I don't know. This is genuinely making me mad. I want to go back to Nick already. Nick's POV already. Still in a shade of shock, I left Elaine in Weatherton's house, hoping I had been tricked, finding that I had been told the truth. Only clear to me now that it was looking more and more likely that I was crazy, which was not the sort of clarity I had hoped to gain. I rushed back to Detective Storm's house, ignoring the wonderful evening air, choosing instead to bask in my anxieties. I was a hypocrite. I was like the moon? Fuck that. I needed someone. I was running to Detective Storm, hoping she might say anything to reassure me. What did I want her to say? That I wasn't crazy? That I was a good person? I doubted either of those things were true. Unfortunately, my ability to communicate has degraded quite a bit after my meeting with Elaine Weatherton. I wasn't Oh no, Victor, why are you yelling? I mean, okay, fair enough, you're pissed, but like, come on. Dude is going through it. I was in 5 seconds into Detective Storm's house before I was yelling at her while she was lounging on her couch reading a newspaper. What's going on with me, with these murders, with this whole town? She looked at me irritated, put her newspaper down. Can't a gal get any time to herself these days? Finally get back from work, start to relax, and then you start throwing another fit. Well, your Elaine Weatherton did her best to convince I'm nuts. I think it's fair for me to throw a fit. She just gave a big sigh, resigning herself to dealing with me. I guess I better get used to it. That made me feel bad, but I explained what Elaine Weatherton had told me. I had told her how I was gradually starting to remember things, the ghost about Trail Story, Elaine Weatherton told me, and the weird stuff about the Thorns. Do you know who the Thorns are? Well, no is a strong word, but yes, I've heard that the Thorns used to be quite the influence in Alcatraz. There was another, maybe I wasn't crazy. Though Elaine Weatherton did say Detective Storm would know if I let her. What the hell was that supposed to mean? Elaine told me, listen, just calm down, Victor. I could probably explain this one. I let Elaine know ahead of time you were planning on coming. She probably heard the rumor it was about you from the other townsfolk that wanted to mess with you. The people here can have a nasty mean streak. You're just telling me! What the hell? But do you really think that it's possible that a new whole town left and a whole new group of people came? Or saw? Well, there you go. Why would she mess with me like that? And how come everybody I asked didn't remember the Thorns? She messed with you because people are frightened with you. A visitor getting amnesia right as a murder happens? The town has always been superstitious, but everyone's especially on edge now. As for the Thorns, you probably just got unlucky with the people you asked. I suspect if you asked again, you'd get luckier. And the story of the ghost of Alcatraz? Oh, that one's probably true. Matches what people have told me. I knew I sounded like a paranoid lunatic, and I was grateful that Detective Storm was so patient in dealing with me. She was being motherly. As weird as that sound. She only adopted her mocking self when she knew I could handle it, otherwise she tried to keep me from falling apart. Then the Thorns, do you know what happened to them? She shook her head. Sorry, just knew they used to be the bosses around here. They were long gone by the time I got here. Nobody told me anything and I never asked. I never worry about the past. What kind of detective was she? It seemed straight up incompetent to not know about the past leaders of this town. I must have looked disappointed because Detective Storm immediately tried to comfort me. Sorry, Victor. Was hoping Elaine had cleared things up for you. Seems like she just rattled you even more. Well, thanks, Scarlet. At least somebody cares. No, it's not your fault. Thanks for listening. It's just, I thought I was going crazy. Detective Storm patted the other side of the couch, just me for the sit down. Well, a little crazy, and you've got a much better excuse than most. Just chill out for now. Do what all the sensible people do. Sleep in, eat chips, and watch movies. Is that medically sound advice? Oh, I know. I laughed. Yeah, that does sound better than what I've been doing. I should probably just avoid the townsfolk, but didn't you want me to help in the investigation? Aren't I supposed to be your key or whatever? I still think that. Actually, I want to talk to you about that, but we can save that for later. Don't want to be breaking any news for you while you're fragile like this. Fragile. I guess that's true. Anything that implicated myself in previous crimes made me feel like I was going to break despite my previous bravado about facing who it was. Fair. Be honest with me, are you just telling me things I want to hear? To my surprise, she nodded. I sure am. Can't have my key investigative piece falling apart. I laughed again, but I was alone. But perhaps Detective Storm could be considered an ally. She wanted to use me, but that had its benefits. I would discard mail as I had to fulfill my purpose. She just started a couple of VHS tapes. Now, how about we hold off detective talk until you calm down some? Sure. You know, I haven't watched movies since losing my memories. Just watch some crappy TV shows. Figures! We're watching. I was planning on watching The Crucible since it's pretty new, but I'm guessing you're not going to want to watch Witch Hunting right now. Oh, bring it on. I can handle it. Surely I can handle it. The Crucible. My situation wasn't anything with the Salem witch trials. We ended up watching the movie that evening. Detective Storm made for an interesting movie partner. She talked about the whole thing and criticized the investigative process of the characters. What a fucking dumbasses. That's one of the major points of the story. It's supposed to show... Shut up, Victor. Plenty is my favorite part. It turned out to be a relaxing experience. I could only laugh as Detective Storm shouted at Elizabeth to dump his bum ass while thinking that my situation wasn't so bad. Sure, I didn't have any memories of myself, but at least the extent of my witch hunt so far was pretty. Any meanness. It could have been worse. The movie ended, and I must have indicated something for Detective Storm because he stopped complaining about the characters, as if a switch had been flipped. Mood shifted. Detective Storm didn't say anything as she put the VHS tape back into its case. Suddenly, it felt like she was all business. I guess the purpose of the movie was to calm me down. There was a predictability to Detective Storm. She did things that she needed them to happen, but she was going to want something in return. That was fair. Hard to clear your name as an amnesiac, huh, Victor? I saw where she was going with this. Yes, it would be hard for me to confess to anything while remembering what I was confessing to. She nodded. Not like John Proctor's situation. Definitely not like John Proctor. But Victor... There is something similar between you and John Proctor. There's something your doctor, the townspeople, Elaine Wonderton, and myself are all right about. You can't run away from yourself. Thus again. I knew that, but what did they want me to do about it? Yes, I know my amnesia is probably self-induced, but it's not like I could just force myself to remember. I know it would fit everyone if I could remember who I was and what I did and how I'm involved in all this, but I just can't make that happen. Detective Storm nodded again. I know you just can't make it happen. I just wanted to remind you, Elaine is right about this. I'm right about this. There's no prison more secure and more reliable than one's own mind. You'll face consequences eventually, but none will be worse than having to live with your own judgment. I saw it through her. This was a moralizing version of telling me that I better start remembering things. Yeah, I get it. Strange how everyone seems to be an expert on my amnesia. She chuckled cheerfully. Great, with that crap out of the way, I've got something I want to ask you. How do you think the next murder is going to be committed? Better yet, do you know who's going to die? Where did that come from? How would I know? And how do you know there's going to be another murder? Oh, I don't believe in the ghosts, but some people do. Our murderer definitely believes in the ghost. Good ghost story. You heard the ghost of Alcatraz legend, right? There'll be 2 more murders. Do you have an evidence for that? Yes, but I'm not allowed to share that with you. Of course you're not. She was so secretive about some things with me. How was I supposed to help her then? Sometimes her behavior seemed so contradictory to her goals. She talked about how she didn't pay attention to legend about the supernatural, and as she said the murders must be based on them, what was up with her? You see, Victor, I'll be straight with you. I wouldn't care about you getting your memories back if I didn't think those memories of yours would be very helpful for me. I know that. Good. Now, why would I think you might know who is going to die and how? Well, interestingly enough, this little envelope was dropped off at the police station today. I want you to read it. She reached into her pocket and pulled out a small little envelope. It didn't have an address on it, so someone must have dropped it off themselves. Grabbed the envelope from her. I was where, blah, 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 blah. The last couple messages she wanted me to see all implicated me being involved in some sin. I'm guessing this was the same. To my relief, the message was far more vague. It went like this. To Scarlet Storm, he'll know. Jesus Christ! What a waste of paper and an envelope. I handed it back to Detective Storm. I hate to tell you this, but I don't remember what I'm supposed to know. Plus, who can refer to anyone? Oh, I doubt that, Victor. I doubted that too, but I had to point it out. In any case, I don't know what that message is talking about and why they would bother to send it. See, that's the really interesting thing, Victor. She had that mad gleam in her eye. It was scary how she could be so comforting and nurturing one minute, but be so provocative the next. Whoever is sending the messages, I suspect it's the murderer who really wants you to remember whatever you've forgotten. Which is funny, because presumably if you remember, you can tell us who the murderer is. I don't know who sent this and why they would want me to remember what I've forgotten. It definitely struck me as weird. It reminded me of the message left in my wallet. Can amnesia be predicted? Detective Storm burst out laughing. You mean the thing with your wallet? Yeah, it's crazy to think they could have predicted I'd get amnesia. But why would they want me to remember them? It seems like everyone wants you to remember, Victor. She walked past me and patted me on the back. I won't push, but let me know if you do know anything. Remember, your amnesia is probably self-caused. Think about it. She walked past me into the hallway, presuming to get ready to go to bed. I couldn't help shake the feeling that she already knew something about me, and everyone did. It was crazy to think that everyone in this town was playing some sort of sick joke on me. What would be the purpose in that? My amnesia is self-caused. Was she implying that I set up this whole thing? That's ridiculous. You can't just give yourself amnesia. Shaking, I headed that stupid thought. I headed to bed myself. The next couple of weeks, I decided to rebel and take this Detective Storm's advice of not doing anything. We mostly ignored each other when we were in each other's presence. It was a dry couple of weeks. I lay around her place and went through her VHS collection. She didn't judge me for doing so. Turns out she didn't need to. She was right. You can't run away from yourself. My subconscious must be berating me for my lack of effort in trying to remember things because I ended up having another nightmare. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't want to get traumatized again today, so we'll leave the playthrough at that. So we'll leave that at there, and we are going to play Soul set. Now, I can get OBS to set up. If it will. Wait, do I have to actually... Okay, hold on. Is it? It's not. What the heck? Do I need to reset OBS for this, or is it? What the heck? Alright, hold on. Oh! I had to do window capture. Alrighty. Let me just... Alright, soul set! Let's go! New game! This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, places. Names, characters, businesses, places, events, and incidents are usually products of the author's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events are purely coincidental. Aside from Mutik. Mutik is based off a real cat, whose name is also Mutik. This game contains content such as strong language, blood, violence, disturbing content, use of alcohol, partial nudity, implied sex, and sexual content. Player discretion is advised. Alright. Please note that this game doesn't have an autosave function. It is advised to save frequently using different slots. Thank you for that warning. Alright. My lady, please! Wake up! Mariko, wake up! Oh. Interesting. Alright. Thank the heavens she's alive. Mariko, can you move? I'm guessing this is Mariko. Ow, ow, barely, but I'll be fine. More importantly, they're already thrusting us. Sorry. Damn it, Ishin, you're bleeding so much. We need help. Mariko, I need you to calm down. I think I've done you no harm, and that is what's most important right now. I was unable to save your mother, though. I apologize. What do you mean? What did... Where did we end up, even? Is this the forest outside the mansion? There's smoke in the distance. Don't tell me that's coming from our home. Listen to me, Mariko. I understand all of this must be very hard for you to accept right now, but I need you to hear me out. Oh, hear me out and do as I instruct. Time is of the essence. You're not going to die, right? You're a big, strong dragon. You've kept me safe all those years. Wait! So we're a dragon? That's so cool! There's no way you can die like this. Mariko, Don't you dare die on me, you hear? Do you see that bag lying a few feet away from us, my lady? That one? Yes, take it. Ooh! There's a small glass bottle inside and a dagger? What do you want me to do with these? I want you to come closer to me. Fill that flask with my blood, cork it well, hide it somewhere on you. Do not ever lose it. It should be of value to you if you ever find the need for it. Okay. What am I supposed to sell it for millions? Ishin, gathering your blood isn't really helping us with treating your wounds right now. Ishin? Ishin, don't you dare stop talking to me! No, don't. No, please, no, you can't leave me! What do we have here? A black dragon is a rare sight these days. I'm impressed to see one. The state he's in aside. Who is this stranger, and why is he here? There's something odd about his aura. I think we should run. It's like his very being doesn't belong here. You're right, he's an eldritch abomination. Aside from that... Who are you? Necromancer. Huh? What's up? My, you're good, dragon. How could you tell? He seemed amused at this whole situation. That is far from a good sign. If only I had some strength left. Leave the girl alone, I'm dragging for you. Oh my, a dragon begging a human. You flatter me. Where did you get the idea that I wanted to do anything to this girl in the first place? Because everyone does! To be honest, I was passing through the neighborhood, only to notice a burning mansion and a pair of dead bodies lying nearby. And then I saw a half-dead dragon, and... Ishin? That does not sound good. Oh! We were trying to get away from someone. Oh! Who were you trying to get... Where am I? Is this some kind of cave? There's a campfire burning nearby. And the person we met earlier is sitting right beside it. You're finally awake. Where are we? Where's Ishin? You should know that better than I do. Well, maybe he's still tied from the right. Don't worry, he'll answer to you, eventually. You mean he's... inside of you? Yes. Oh! His soul, that is. Truly? I don't feel any different. As far as I can tell, I can only take this man's word for it. What are the odds that he's lying to me? Hungry? You might want to eat something after that little ordeal. You've been out for a while. I won't argue, I'm actually starving. Though I am smart enough to know that one that shouldn't be taking candy from strangers, even if it's bread. I think I'll take my chances. After all, if it wasn't for this person... Say, mister, how did you do that anyway? You must be some kind of powerful magician. He literally said a necromancer! Who knows, maybe I am. Would you teach me how to do it? No. Yeah, I'd laugh too. My, kids these days. It would take years of practice, sweetheart. Well, that's a bit of a deal breaker. I can't possibly imagine this person staying by my side for that long, or staying by my side at all for that matters. I need to figure out what to do now. The mansion was up in flames, and for what Ishin said, my mother didn't make it. But maybe someone else survived. I need to go back. I remembered there were caves in the vicinity of our home, so we're probably in one of them. We can't be that far away from the mansion. Who are you, anyway? I'm asking someone's name. Shouldn't you give yours first? My name is Mariko Blerno. You're from the Blerno family? Why does that surprise you? Do you know my... No, I never met your parents, if that's what you want to ask. Not personally, at least. I just heard some stories. Stories? It hardly matters right now. Who named you? I'm just gonna call you Feather. Because that's what it looks like. Feather Fellalenche. Hey. It's nice to meet you. Interesting, interesting. How long is this game? It's not because I... Marco? Hey, Marco, are you alright? Fezor? No, you're not. What the? Gods, my head feels like someone stuffed it with bricks and con. Is that what a bad hangover feels like? I could barely concentrate. And whoever this guy is, I don't recognize him. Who are you? How do you know my name? Do I know you? You don't remember either, huh? What's that supposed to mean? Okay, where do I start? We got thrown in here for some reason. It seems nobody can remember anything. Nobody? And there are other people here besides us. Other people? Wait, where is here exactly? Beats me, I'm just as confused as you are. Freaking you. I'm not inside the cave anymore, though it feels like I was in it barely a minute ago. No, that doesn't seem right. My earlier encounter with Fethor feels like some sort of distant memory, or even a dream perhaps. Which is it? I can't tell whether it was a real occurrence or not. The air around here is heavy. There's dust everywhere, but the tables look like they've been used just recently. Are we some kind of underground laboratory? None of this makes sense to me. Okay, baby steps. What's the last thing you remember? I will agree to your request under one condition, Necromancer. Oh, I will give you my blood. In return, you will not lay a finger on America, and you will take her to a healer once this whole deal is over. That's a hard bargain to drive, Dragon. But oh well, I suppose it's fair enough. I'm willing to agree to your conditions. You're not just saying that, are you? Of course not. Sincerity is not one of your strong points, is it, lad? No, but I am completely sincere. Is there anything else you feel like pointing out? Or can we stop waiting for you to bleed to death? Ooh, there's a clue chart. Clue. I remember that we were attacked. We were attacked? By whom? I don't know. We made our escape, but Ishin was wounded. Ishin? A companion of mine, who is totally not a dragon. Oh. He is also here then. No, that would be impossible. He didn't make it. I'm sorry to hear that. And I was inside of a cave with... Cave? Shit. Why can't I seem to remember anything else? My childhood, my parents, anything regarding my life? What the hell? I can't remember any of it. This is the second visual novel where the protagonist gets amnesia. I mean, to be fair, it is a rather, Oh, fuck you. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure out how to edit this then. Give me a bit. I forgot to. Sorry. Hold on. Maybe I could figure things out. Miracle Baronaut, that's my name, but who am I and how did I get here? It's all a blank. Miracle. Why can't I seem to recall anything else? My head, I don't. That bad, huh? Take it easy then. Maybe we're under some influence of some kind of spell. A bunch of people losing their memories. Oh. Memories at the same time isn't exactly something that can be considered normal. You don't remember anything either? Nope, it's a little scary to be honest, but hey, at least we're not alone in the shaky boat. Well, that's a good or bad thing. Two minds are better than one, right? Maybe we can figure things out together. I picked, I suppose. Working with someone I don't know, though, I'm not sure how we can feel about the idea. Can I trust this person? My instincts are telling me to be wary. Who are you? Ah, manners. My name is Marco, and that's the only thing I can recall about myself, it seems. Marco. Yeah, there's something wrong with it. Somehow the name sounds familiar to me, though I'm clueless as to why. Could it be with that before? No, it's nothing. No, it's nice to meet you. Even if I had preferred for us to be under brighter circumstances than this. How do you feel, aside from the confusion? Are you hurt anywhere? Do you think you can stand? I think so. Guess it would be rude to dismiss an offered hand. I'm actually eager to get back on my feet. The floor is hard and cold, and definitely not a pleasant place to keep sitting on. Wait. What in heaven's name is this? It's a claw! You get a sick-ass claw! Is this supposed to be jewelry? Memories gone missing or not, someone should honestly reconsider their fashion choices. The claw thing aside, I don't recall my hand being this big. Wait, don't tell me. Wait, you look like you've just seen a ghost. Are you okay? I am honestly not sure at this point. Oh my gosh, she looks I'm pretty sure I'm younger than this in the memory I saw. Just how much of my life did I forget about? Marco, how old do I look to you? Is that a trick question where I get punched in the face for getting it wrong? Smart man. He gets it. I'm serious. Oh boy. Well, I say you're somewhere in your mid-20s? Bit younger than that, perhaps? This is a little baffling. The only thing I seem to be able to recall, I was 14. Yikes, this whole memory loss thing is worse than I thought. Oh, don't worry about it too much. I'm sure we'll both get our memories back, eventually. Ishan can give me some answers. You mean that companion of yours? Didn't he say he was... Ugh, my head. Oh! Well, hey! What do you want from us? If you didn't come here with the intention of helping us, then please leave. Nice little one, aren't you? I'm no healer, sadly, but I may have an offer of solution for you two. Solution? Would you like me to form a soul link, right? Soul what? What is that? Seeing that your friend here will be dead in a few minutes at best, I could link his soul with yours and transfer it into your body. And his soul will live on together with you until the day you die. As you probably imagine, such things don't come without a price, though. Going to do with this right requires a lot of vital energy. It will shorten your lifespan by half. From that point on, your body will age twice as fast as a normal person's will. Oh! That explains why she was in her mid-20s at that point! In other words, I would get to live to my 50s at best. Assuming you don't die by other unnatural means somewhere along the way, yes. Other unnatural means somewhere along the way, yes. Still eager to get through with it? I wasn't born yesterday, and honestly, that almost sounds like making the deal with the devil. However, even with this person's odd aura, he can't be a demon. Demons don't have green eyes. Yeah, that's a little demon race. That's a little demon racism in my chat. Just kidding. Just kidding. Where's the catch? This whole thing is a load of horseshit. I vote that we go outside and beat the crap out of that barrier until it gives in. I don't feel like staying here another single minute. This place gives me the creeps. Can we really do that, though? Of course we can! Sitting on our asses and waiting here for God knows what won't solve anything. I admire your energy, Miss Shira. And I despise your submissiveness. Show a little bit of spark, girl. Oh, that's a relief. It seems like Miss Farco is finally awake. Oh, damn! Sorry. Great, more people and places I don't recognize. Why does this keep happening to me? Am I about to find out I'm an old grandma this time around? Where am I this time? You're upstairs in the main hall. Mr. Marco and Mr. Chris carried you up here when you lost consciousness. I lost consciousness. That explains a lot. Oh, wait, no it doesn't! Wait, who's Afritz? Who are you? My name is Yvonne, and this person here is Miss Shira. Yo. Yo. Just don't get too friendly with me. It's a waste of effort. Lucky for you, I play hard to get rid of. Please forgive her. She's not taking the whole thing too well. It seems we are in the same kind of predicament. It gets people on edge. Wait, this reminds me. It's Danganronpa! It's literally Danganronpa! I kid. It's not Danganronpa. I'm sorry, Dylan. I'm sorry. I know the developer isn't watching this, but they might watch my VOD, and that's scary. You mean you don't remember anything either, and you have no idea why we're here? That's right. So where is Marco and his Prince? Mr. Marco went down to the basement to investigate it further. Mr. Prince went out to the courtyard to see if there's any other way out of here. We decided to stay here and watch over you, just to be on the safe side. Okay. Wait, what do you mean by another way out? Well, someone set up a stupid magical barrier around the whole place. Can you believe that? We're trapped in here like some rats. Whoever thought this was a good idea is getting a punch in the face from yours truly. Oh, Mr. Atkins, you're back. It's no use. The barrier is a spear. There's no getting out of here unless we dissolve or break it somehow. But we're inside a stupid bubble. Great. Did you try kicking it? I did, actually. It didn't budge. Well, if it's no use, then it's no use. Oh, this is Prince. This is Miss Marco. She just woke up. Mr. Marco, this is Mr. Prince. You good? The kid said you almost hit your head when you fell. Ah, so he's a kid. So I'm guessing that these two are gonna be our love interest. And so is he. And Marco's a child, so that would explain the headache. Oh no, are you in pain, Miss Marco? Hey, I might need some help here. I found another one. Another one? Seriously? Just how many unlucky people ended up in here? Wait here. Oh, it's another girl! Oh dear, what happened to her? I found her like this at the end of the corridor. Treated her wounds for what it's worth. She's unconscious, but alive. Is there anything we can do to help her? For now, our best bet is letting her rest. Even if it turned out one of us could use healing spells, we'd have to have our memories intact to be of any use in that regard. You think one of us might be able to cast healing spells? The possibility is always there, isn't it? Regardless, we can keep an eye on some fresh bandages. Assume there are any around here? Otherwise, we need to use cloth for sheets to keep her patched up. Miss Afrin, would you mind putting her down on the sofa? She doesn't seem to have a fever, at least. That's good. Oh, there's not much point staying here and worrying over her. We still have the rest of the building to investigate. I suggest staying in a group, or at least not going anywhere alone, for safety reasons. But it's mostly your choice. Also, one person might always overlook something. That's actually a good idea. Aside from more potential victims, who knows, or what might still be lurking in this place. And nobody will be tempted to pull any suspicious shit behind everyone's back whilst having someone to watch over them at all times while we're at it. That too. And since you kindly pointed out, Shira, would you mind teaming up with me for the time being? Har har, if I must. I wanted to check what's upstairs. Might as well go there first. We might as well go there first. After you? Oh, she's not a love interest. Wait, so we get... So I'm guessing... Actually, no, I think I'm jumping to conclusions. Miss Aerofence, would you be alright with checking this for Miss Marco, then? I wouldn't mind staying here keeping watch over this girl. If she were to wake up, it would be good for someone to be with her. Let me be the one to do that, then. I'm feeling a little dizzy. I could use a few more minutes of rest. Oh, alright then. Are you sure you'll be alright on your own? Yes, just go. Come on, let her be. We'll try not to take long. That's one lie told. Though I guess it's not much of a lie when my mind really is in a mess. I just need a moment to think of peace. Fair enough. This girl, I don't recognize her either. Not a single person I've met here felt familiar in any way. Who are these people? Why are we here? Did we know each other before we ended up here with memories missing? This whole situation doesn't make any sense to me. And then there's... What's the catch? There is none. Aside from the fact that the costume, of course. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to see the point on me right now. But I can repay you later, I swear. Easy there, I'm not interested in coin. You're not? What do you want in return then? I want some of the dragon's blood. Ew. These memories aren't really helping with anything either. Though there's one thing I keep wondering about. Marco said that I look to be in my 20s right now. If I am to trust the bits of memories I had, I should have started aging twice as fast after the rite. I think I was 14 back then. So it should have taken at least 6 years to get to where I'm at right now. Under the rite's conditions, those 6 years would be half to just 3. Well, physicality-wise at least, my mental age and physical age should be considered separately at this point, I suppose. If it turns out I really am 20 physically, then mentally I'd be 17 right now! Oh god! If I was 18, I'd look 22. If I was 20, I'd look 26. I have no idea how old I really am. I can say one thing for certain, though. I don't feel like a child anymore. Gee, I wonder why. Isan? Isan, are you there? There's no response. Does that mean the ritual failed for some reason? Or is there something I'm not aware of? This mansion. I get the feeling I've been here before, actually. And again, that might be giving me a sense of deja vu because I used to live in a mansion. I used to live in it, didn't I? All that could have been just a dream. Also, requiring my acquaintance with Pelithor, I have no idea what happened afterwards, but there are vague and odd things I am able to recall about him. Like the type of jewelry he used to wear. And how I was surprised that Eldor had its ears pierced in a lot of different places. How random is that? Not to mention useless in my current predicament. Hey, can you hear me? Is she waking up? You're Marco, aren't you? I could hear all of you talking even though I couldn't move. Did you now? So you're more or less aware of what we're dealing with. We're trapped in this building. Nobody remembers anything, including how we got here. Let's advise to stick together until we know more. That's the gist of it. What about you? Do you remember anything? No. You people at least know what your names are. I can't seem to recall even that. You don't know what your name is? I don't. Well, then we could come up with something temporary for the time being. Shouting, hey, you all the time would be bothersome. What should we call you? I don't know. Call me what you like. It doesn't seem that relevant. You honestly don't care? Think about it at least. You know, if you feel like checking out the barrier for yourself, you're free to go. I'm awake now, so keeping watch over me is pointless. Wasn't the plan for us to stick together? I don't think I'd be able to walk at the moment, and I don't want to be dragging you down. Don't force yourself to sit here and do nothing on my behalf. I won't lie, I am curious about that barrier dimension. But at the same time, I'm a little reluctant to leave this girl on her own. I have no guarantee that this place is safe. Leaving an injured person alone. Head outside, investigate the barrier. Wait in the hall, keep watch over the injured girl. You know what? Nah, I'll just stay here. I don't feel like going anywhere. Suit yourself. I'm guessing she's not the talkative type. Or perhaps she's just saving her breath. She is injured after all. I think it's both. Again, with her memory is gone, there isn't much we could talk about to begin with, is there? What do you think about everyone? Do they seem trustworthy to you? I'm not sure, to be honest. This whole situation has me a little on edge. But I suppose working together should be the fastest way to solving this whole predicament and getting out of there. I think so as well. What do you suppose is out there, though? What do you mean? I'm assuming that we're trapped in here. What if it's the other way around? What if someone set up that barrier to keep us safe? I mean, that's also a possibility, isn't it? Huh, that's actually a smart observation. There needs to be some kind of reason we're here. And I certainly prefer to believe that someone didn't lock us in here for their own entertainment. You mean like for some sort of experiment? Maybe. Well, if they did, and we somehow were to find out who that person is, I'm pretty sure all 6 of us will be breaking their legs. And arms. And fingers. Or just 5 of us. Yvonne doesn't seem like the violent type. You have an odd sense of humor, Mariko. We've been gone for a few minutes and they're already gossiping about you. At least they seem to be getting along. I was just stating a fact. Well, now that Miss Wounded is awake, proper introductions are in order, aren't they? My name is Yvonne. Here is Mr. Ampritz, and that over there is Mrs. Mariko. All these strange circumstances aside, it's been a pleasure meeting you, Miss, I have no idea. Huh? Unlike the rest of us, she doesn't even remember her name. Oh dear. Well, that's troublesome. I said the same thing. She insisted that she doesn't care. Let's just call her you White or something. White? Your hair is white and some of your clothes are white. I have a feeling you don't know how to name things, sir. My hair color is called platinum blonde, thank you very much. Whatever. Miss White it is. I don't even want to dignify that with comment. Nicknames aside, you really need to drop the honorifics, Yvonne. I'm pretty sure nobody here cares about such formalities. But that would be... I couldn't. It seems we're late to the party. It's because you're moving like a snail. I'm shorter than you are. Show some understanding. What's this understanding that you speak of? Not only Miss Mariko and Miss White are getting along. What was that? Girl, you need to get your ears checked. I think you hit the nail on the head, Yvonne. Do you guys want me to scratch your eyes? Mariko is just backing away. What? Oh, you're awake. I've been awake since before you got here. Well, you should have said something. How do you feel? I imagine I've seen better days. It's hard to argue with that one. Let me check these makeshift bandages of yours. We might need to change them if they're soaked through. There are a lot of sheets we could use for that upstairs. And first, we're counting on you. Why the hell am I supposed to go? Because that would be the gentlemanly thing to do. Besides, I've already been up and down these stairs once. Don't make me go through that again. I swear, you people. Why are you touching me, you pervert? I need to touch you in order to check God's woman. Calm down. Poke me once again and I'll hurt you. I'm not even doing any. You know, you were a lot easier to deal with when you were unconscious. You were taking advantage of me when I was unconscious. Why do you keep twisting my words? God! Somebody help. Miss White? Oh my gosh, she slapped Marco both. That sounds like some old lady's name. Just saying. Does? Should we go with purple instead? For all that is holy, don't make such a big, huge deal out of this. Eck! If you continue getting so riled up, your wound might open again. Just saying. Purple sucks as much as white does, if you ask me. How about violet? I swear I'm starting to hate you people. Miracle didn't suggest any names yet, did she? Come on, girl, give it your best shot. Well, I'm gonna go with something. Okay, let's go with Yuki then. How about Yuki? If that makes you happy. Plus, Miss Yuki it is. Going back to the matter at hand though, we found something in the library. Everyone should probably take a look at it. Miss Marco especially. Okay, if she needs to go, who's staying behind with Miss Yuki this time? Are you volunteering? Nope, there's no way I'm missing out on something crucial. I want to investigate the library for myself as well. And how about No. You two sort this out between yourselves. Hey, how about we play Fire, Water, Leaf? Are you familiar with the game? It's basically rock, paper, scissors. I am, actually. You're on. This should be entertaining to watch. Fuck this game. Sore loser, are we? Shut up! All this earlier for walking around tired me out. Anyway, I'll gladly stay behind. Hi, Matt! Alright.
你攞隻入邊個？
Alright, I have returned. So this is the library. Wait, let me check. Yeah. So this is the freaking ow! So this was the library they were talking about. I can speak English. This place is huge. I have the feeling that reading all these books would be impossible in a single lifetime. Wait, this library seems to have not only spell books, but also alchemy-related books. With the right recipe, I might be able to mix up a potion that could help us in getting our memories back. W. Marcus! Could you really do that? In theory, at least. When I investigated the cellar, I found all kinds of ingredients down there. Okay. I could try working with those. How convenient. Alright, I suppose it's worth a try. What kind of books do you read? It's hard to say. I need to look over them to be able to tell. Just give me a bit of time. It's not like we're about to go anywhere. Meanwhile, we can show you that painting. We found it wrapped in some sheets in between one of the shelves in the wall. Now, what's so special about a painting that requires everyone's attention? Here. Wait a minute, is that us? Part of it seems to be damaged by fire. One person in the picture is unrecognizable, but there's no mistake. It's a family painting. And while it's hard to tell who the people are on, I can imagine what Yvonne and Empress are trying to get at. It's because the woman and the girl in our book blonde, isn't it? You think it's me. You think that's me. Come here and read the description on the back. There are words written in ink in the back of the canvas. Marianne Calvin and Maricole Blairnot. Year 206. Is Blairnot your family name? I believe it is, actually. Then there's no doubt. This painting must be related to you somehow. At first we thought it was you, but then we searched over some of the books. And the latest data we found on them was year 256. So if someone painted this thing 50 years ago, it can't be me. That's the logical. Oh, yeah. Không nói cái gì? That's the logical conclusion. If this painting is at least, he's 50 years old, However, something puzzles me here. The name Marinette. My mother's name was Marinette. Or at least that's what we recall her name being. What sense does this make? Perhaps it's my grandmother? Is it common for people to name their children after their parents? Exceedingly common. Can't say I know. It does seem like the only logical conclusion. What's more, if this painting is related to you, what would we be doing here if this mansion was yours or your family's? This mansion. I wouldn't lie, I do recall having lived in a mansion during my childhood, but from what I remember, it burned down. Then again, that happened when I was 14, didn't it? A couple of years could have been enough to rebuild it, at least partially, assuming I had funds for it anyway. None of this makes any sense to me. Nothing at all, are you sure? You're not hiding anything from us, are you? I assure you I'm as confused as you probably are. Please don't fight. Like, the situation is difficult on all of us, Mr. Amphris. This isn't Miss Miracle's fault. Yeah, listen to Yvonne. We don't know that. Shut up, Amphris! For all we know, she might be behind the whole thing and is lying to us. Sir, I will kick you! For all I know, you might want to be a difficult ass who's trying to make this whole situation worse for us on the purpose. What did you call me? An ass. You want to take this outside? No! Miss Marco, please say something to them. Watching you guys interact is a treat. But Yvonne is right. Don't end up at each other's throats because of a painting that might mean anything. Maybe we might be able to make more sense of it later on. I have some good news at least. I managed to find the right book. You did? Yup. Now just give me some time in the dark, scary cellar and I'll fix up some wonderful potions for us. Are you sure you know what you're doing? This thing is written in Old Lyrian, but I seem to know Lyrian quite well. Happy coincidence, isn't it? You might want to slow down with the happy part. Oh, Ashira. No, I mean, I think that's my name. I think I remembered it just now. Oh. Wait, seriously? Shahira, huh? You two have similar names. We kind of do, don't we? That? Sakaze. Kind of do, don't we? Question is, does that mean anything, or is it just coincidence? Do you remember anything else along with your name, Shir? I'm not sure. It's hard to explain. I suddenly have this memory of being inside some sort of tavern? Tavern? Yes, someone was calling me by that name. It's all hazy, like it's some kind of dream. Okay. Well, that's a good sign. Maybe we don't need any potions to get our memories back. Shut up! Maybe, but do you really want to take your chances with that? Have you remembered anything yourself in the meantime? I haven't. Neither have I. If we have the means to do something, I say we use them. Yeah! I like Marco. Hopefully nothing happens to him. I say sarcastically. Something probably might end up happening to him. His name is Marco, after all. Or maybe I'm just... Or maybe I'm just projecting because I have an OC named Marco and I killed him off early. Assuming these potions won't turn out to bring us more harm than good. Hey, I won't let us drink anything if it would be dangerous to do so. See, that's another issue altogether. None of us here seem to be familiar with alchemy besides you. How can we be sure if you're even telling the truth with these things? Afros, I think you need to shut the fuck up. You can read, can't you? Do you want me to show you the book? Okay, time out. What the hell are you guys talking about? We should explain what we found in the library. Well, if there's no more questions or complaints, I shall be on my way. Don't set the whole place on fire while I'm gone. This is going to end well. Well, it seems no one else is left astray in the mansion, at least. Still, don't let that get your guard down. I'll be out in the courtyard if you need me for anything. Does this mean we have time to kill? Seems that way. In that case, I'll head back to the library. Maybe I'll be able to find some kind of book that can help us further some. How to? I'll go with you. I want to see that painting you mentioned with my own eyes. Your company would be appreciated, Miss Sheila. And I'm still not going anywhere.
This was Endraco 468. Said. STREAMPROMOTION.
Oh, god damn it! Not another
Promote
one!
your channel, viewers,
No,
followers,
shut up,
views,
shut up.
chatbots. Many offers for different platforms.
Shut up.
Support 24/7.
Tough luck, blonde. Seems all the good places.
Và xài ăn uống nước này không sữa vào nữa nào. Quên sữa mai uống nhá. Cắt đi con.
One. Blonde? So that's my revenge for all the weird nicknames. Hey, I gave you a decent name. Now who's the one with the all humor? How are you holding up? As well as any injured person I can, I suppose. Any idea what caused that injury? Not a clue. Marco said to look at the stab wound. Stab wound, huh? Someone or something must have been responsible for it. Well, hang in there. It's not like I have much choice in the matter. It seems like it's been my time however I want. Marco will probably take a while to finish his work, so I should make the best of it. Do I want to go bother anyone? I don't want to deal with him. I mean, I spent time with her already. Let's go to the library. Again. Yvonne is sitting by the table, lost in a pile of books. Shinra is standing further away, observing the painting we found earlier. You know what? Let's see what Shira's up to. So this is the infamous painting? Not much of a masterpiece, that's for sure. I don't think anyone cares about the quality of it. What, you think you could do a better job? Hey, I might surprise you. But yeah, it's the description on it that caused all the confusion, right? Yes, both my name and family name are on it. And apparently it was painted at least 50 years ago. Mangoes. Mangoes, ripe mangoes. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I look that much of an old woman yet. You know, technically someone could have faked this. I could also paint something and write Happy Family Year 1412 or whatever on it. I suppose that's also one of the possibilities. That or time travel is a thing. Yeah, that's probably the least likely option. It's still fun to wonder about, though. Okay, we're getting carried away here. I know how this goes. Next thing we'll know, it turns out that one of us is the madman who locked us all up in here. Honestly, this is so cliched. Shinra's sudden attitude changes are kind of fascinating. What do you mean? To tell you the truth, I remember having to read a novel. A novel? I have no idea what this title was. Its story, however, is about a group of people that got kidnapped and locked away inside of a sinking ship. They need to work together and find a way out before time was up. Oh god! This is Danganronpa! Long story short, some double crossing happened along the way and people died. I'm hoping that kind of fate will happen to us. That sounds made up. What kind of books have you been reading? Kind of found interesting, more likely. Anyway, point is, just to be on this side, I'm not planning to trust any of you, just so we're clear. That includes you, Miss Sourface. Now, if you excuse me, I have some books to track down. Sure is dark up there. You can barely see her in the shadows of those shelves anymore. How is she planning to find anything in the dark? Well, I suppose it's time to head somewhere else. You know what, let's go talk to Yvonne then. How's the research going? I've been looking for anything that has to do with healing spells. I was thinking maybe we could help Miss Shear somehow. But according to this book, not everyone can learn them. Only a small percentage of people are born with the talent. And still don't know what the factors deciding it are. Some say that if both of your parents have the talent to heal, you have a higher chance of becoming a potential healer as well, but even then, it's not even guaranteed. I should probably move this. So it looks better. Wait, what did she say? I didn't read that. Some claim to have seen cases of healers being born into families that have been having healers in them for centuries. In other words, you're either born a healer or you're not. It mostly depends on Lady Luck's will. This is worrying. What are the odds of one of us being a healer? Damn it! If only my mother was here, she'd be able to heal you. If only I could. It is not your fault, my lady. Still, No, I recall my mother being a healer. Really? But I'm definitely not one. You sure? Some say that the talent can lay dormant and resurface at a later age. No, I'm positive. I'm definitely no healer. What about you, though? Me? You seem like the type to want to help people all the time. I'm not sure about that. I don't recall using healing spells on anyone, at least. Might be that you simply don't remember. Now you're getting my hopes up, Miss Miracle. You seem like you genuinely want to help Sheer. How can I not encourage that? Thank you, I really appreciate it. So, anything else? No, it also says that a healer is unable to heal themselves. Really? Why is that? When you heal another person, you share a portion of your own energy with them, which makes the whole thing work. Sharing your own energy with yourself, it's like it's pouring water from a vase back into the same vase, you could say. You gain something by losing the same amount of something. That's why it doesn't work. A healer can heal another healer, of course. So self-sufficiency is a problem. Yes, healers are useful allies to have, but they're also vulnerable. That actually makes a lot of sense. You explained it. There's a lot of knowledge hidden in this mix. If you wanted to, Margot? Oh, good, you're both here. Sorry for interrupting your research, but we have things to discuss. Could you tell the others to gather in the library? I'll carry the potions upstairs in the meantime. Okay, so I have some bad news and some more bad news. Great! Oh boy. There's always a catch somewhere, isn't there? The first piece of bad news is that the potions have a time limit. We need to drink them in less than an hour, otherwise it'd be good as rainwater to us, okay? And the second piece of bad news is a little more tricky. It seems that we need to drink them in pairs to make them work properly. Come again? These potions are designed to work from simulating interpersonal bonds. Shared memories are what makes them ticked, in a sense. Ah, so we have to bond! Sorry, Shira. Now, if we were to assume that we're all total strangers, this would probably get us nowhere. But considering we needed to get to where we were somehow, I think it's safe to assume that we need to stumble upon each other earlier and know of one another at least a little bit, no? We probably just don't remember it, just like the rest of, well, anything. In other words, first of all, we decide on 3 pairs we're going to stick with for this experiment. Second, each pair will settle somewhere. It's logical to assume that drinking the potion will put us in a state of sleep, or at least near sleep, so lying down beforehand would be advised. Conveniently, there seems to be enough usable beds around here, if everyone were to feel comfortable with the idea. Third of all, we drink the potions and see what happens. If we're lucky, we should start to remember things about ourselves and the other person whom we're paired with. To be completely honest, it almost sounds like a scenario of a poorly rated M novel. Try rated E. Who the hell comes up with this shit? Oh, Shira. I'm honestly starting to wonder where your kind of places your mind wanders to all the time. I'm starting to wonder what kind of literature you tend to read. Piss off! Like you're one to talk. I don't want to hear that coming from someone who touches girls in their sleep. It was checking shears, bandages. How many times do I need to? Dear gods. Alright, enough. Oh! Hi, Stormy! We're in a hurry, aren't we? If you want to argue, save it for later. Are you sure these potions are safe for us to drink? Well, safe-ish. There are a couple side effects listed in the book. Nothing worse than exhaustion and nausea, though. We should be fine. I swear, this makes me puke all over the carpet. Yvonne, what happened? Gods, girl, do you want me to go completely deaf? What is that a cat? No, it looks like some kind of chupacabra. Foolish mortals, I am neither of those things. I am Lord Mootic. Show some respect. I'm guessing this is the cat they based off. Lord Mootic. Did you hit your head, child? Again? Somebody, get me a knife and bag. We've all lost our memories, including Yvonne. Is that so? Did you just summon me by mistake? I'm your summon spirit. Well, one of your mother's summons. One of your summon spirits, but the others are not really worth mentioning. I've lost count forgetting all about them. I count forgetting all about them as a blessing, child. There's more? Wait, does this mean I'm a summoner? Poor excuse for a summoner, more like, let's be honest, you don't have more talent in napkin folding. Napkin folding? If you summon me by mistake, then you probably don't know how to send me back either. I do hope you're going to figure that out in the next hour, tops. Oh, what a bother. I'm not dealing with any of this. Good night. What are you? My lord, wait, we still have questions for you! You have questions, and I don't feel like giving answers. But if you're my summon spirit, aren't you supposed to obey me? How? Am I? How bothersome. What's in for me? I'm not in the mood. Wow, that's harsh, man. No kidding. What did I tell you about that spark, girl? The goddamn spark! She got manipulated into petting and scratching the evil beast. And yeah, there you go on. Okay, we're seriously starting to run out of time. And seeing that nobody really trusts anybody here quite yet, to make things fair, I propose this. We'll have a deck of cards I happened to find earlier. We'll take out a king, a queen, a jack, 10, a 9, and an 8. That's one card for each of us. I call the 8. There we go. Whoever draws the highest card, the king, will get to decide who they want to pair up with first. I will establish the first pair. The second highest, the queen, gets to choose next, and so on. Okay. I take it the trick is for the cards to remain hidden until they were summoned. The person with the king isn't supposed to know what card everyone else has, right? That's right. Things would be more fair this way, don't you think? If the king happens to choose the person that had the queen, the person with the jack gets to choose second instead. There are 6 of us, so the remaining pair will be decided on its own after that. Fair enough. It's not complicated, is it? Did everyone understand that? Any questions or complaints? So we leave it all to Lady Luck and the whims of 2 people. Alright. Kind of a stupid way to do this, but sure, why not? I think it's a good way, otherwise we'd probably keep fighting about it. I second that. Let's do this. Prince? You guys do what you want, I'm staying out of it. I'll let you decide who pairs up with whom in your own, because I couldn't care less. Are you sure about that? Yes, I'm sure. Suit yourself. I suppose the smallest card leaves the pile then. You get some fresh air, I'll be outside. Okay. Someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. And before we get started, I do hope nobody will try tampering with the cards. Yeah, sure, it's not just your imagination. I am looking at you. Fine, my bad. You're unusually receptive, you can tell now, I'll give you that. I don't think anybody usually notices. You've done it before yourself. Wait, you remember doing this kind of thing? I somehow remember that I used to, yeah. Though I no idea with whom and why, I just recall the act itself. Does this mean you tended to gamble a lot? Hell if I know. Or it could be your familiar evolutions, maybe. Well, it's a useful skill to have regardless. As long as nobody can tell you're trying to pull it off behind your back, there is. That being said, I'll be keeping an eye on you from now on. Joy of joys. Alright, ready? Wait, we established a system for this, but who gets to draw first? Right. We're going to fight over this, aren't you? Potions don't have much time left. How we decided by age? By age? The oldest of the group will go first and so on. It's a good idea and all, but which person in this room does actually remember how old they are? Based on appearance. To me, you look the oldest, Marco. Not counting Prince, that is, and he's already gone off. Marco looks the youngest. It's because I'm short! Okay, fine, I'll get the remaining card. So, after Marco, I'd say John, then Shira, then me. Oh, really? That kind of makes me both happy and angry. But okay, let's roll with this. No complaint on my side either, obviously. That combination, I get to draw first after all. Alright then, so it's Marco, Yvonne, Shira, and Shira. I get the card that remains. Fair enough. Marco, pick one. Time to choose a lucky number. Alrighty. Let's go for the one in the middle. You did shuffle these, right? Okay, let's see. Oh! Well, what do you know? I drew the king. It means I get to decide who I want to pair up with first. That makes me both happy and a little nervous. I have a tough decision to make. Oh! Oh, this is a save. This is definitely something of a save file. Okay. Who do I want to trust my back with the most? Does everyone know what card they drew? Very well then, let the king speak up. King here reporting for duty. Guess Lady Luck is on your side today, huh? It's Marco's choice first then. I'll tell you, think about it, but we're short on time. Besides, I already bet you have someone in mind, don't you? Who would you like to pair up with? Sorry, Shira. I like to pair up with Shira. Is it good looks or my personality? No, it's the fact that we don't trust each other. Can't it be both? We may have the potential to get along. I like her, okay? Shush. I like girls. So who's the queen? Hello, anybody? Queen? Marco? Huh? Don't you haw me? Are you even paying attention? I spaced out for a second there, sorry. What were we doing again? Honestly, dude, keep up with your own mischief. Do you have the queen? Oh, yes, I have the queen. And Miracle paired up with? Miss Miracle chose Mr. Marco. It's 3 misses in 1 sentence. Girl, you're making my brain hurt. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Stop doing that! In that case, I'll go for rabbits. Really? Of all people, the grumpy cat? Oh. Oh, I see. Who would have thought? Whatever it is you're imagining, I'm pretty sure you're getting the wrong idea. You just wanted to keep an eye on her. That's why you wanted to pick her. Are you sure about having friends? Yes, I'm sure. So that just leaves Yvonne out. It's a pleasure, Miss Shear. I hope we can get along. Certainly. I'll try not to cause you too much trouble. Alright, so it's Miracle and Shira, Yvonne with Shear, and friends is me. Don't you sound happy. Are you reconsidering your life choices already? We're running out of time, so let's all take the potion and follow the plan. We'll see each other in a bit. How long are we going to be out? A few hours at most, I presume? Presume? So you don't know? The recipe wasn't very specific about that. It's getting more and more shady by the minute. They're safe to drink, I can assure you of that. Are they? Okay, listen. I'm just trying to get my memories back. It unnerves me that I can't remember anything myself. I offered you all the chance to join me in this plan from the goodness of my heart. It is up to you whether you want to trust me or not. To be frank, I don't really care what you decide to do. So if you excuse me, I'd like to drink these before they turn bad. Well then, let's go upstairs. Well, good luck to you guys. Oh, this is her room. Is this the room we're taking? Why not? You and Marco seem to argue a lot. I'm provoking him for a reason. There has to be a weak spot somewhere. A weak spot? Don't you think he's acting weird? I'm 90% sure he's hiding something. She is really suspicious of him. But enough about Marco. Now that we're alone, I want to get an honest answer from you. There needs to be some kind of reason why you chose me, and we both know it's not really the good looks. Or is it? Asking the difficult questions, are we? I had a feeling you could become a strong ally. Let's go with that. I can't deny. You know what? Since I'm trying to romance these people. Well, this person anyway. I can't deny the good looks part. Really. So you're flat out admitting that you find me attractive one way or another. And that's what you base your judgment on. That and because that's the fastest way of getting yourself in trouble, you know? Making compliments? No, trusting someone based on their appearance. Ah, but I never said I trusted you, did I? Don't get me wrong, just because you happen to have a pretty face, it doesn't get you off the hook yet. That's an answer I can appreciate, at least. But seriously, admitting to something like that instantly makes you a manipulation target. You wouldn't want me using that against you, would you? Just some food for thought. Think with your brain and not with something else. Girl, I'm a girl. And I mean that in regards of everyone else in the mansion, not just me. The moment you started making decisions while listening to your heart instead of your brain, I'm going to kick you in the butt. That is one threat to keep in mind. So if you want us to get along work together, we need to be on the same page here. I'm expecting you to keep up with me. Right back at you, Shira. Well then, now let's establish the second issue, potions. What do you think I think about them? Seeing that Shira's absolutely suspicious of absolutely everything Marco does. If they're poisoned, that's the most probable option, isn't it? Why would Marco want to poison any of us, though? You tell me. Why would anyone want to lock us inside the stupid mansion in the first place? If any of this is some kind of social experiment, I'm sure as hell not playing along to it. That being said, I have no idea what you have to do in order to convince me to drink them. What if those potions are really what Marco said they were, though? Well, the only thing to find out is by drinking them. Would you really be willing to take that kind of risk, all things considered? There's a higher risk it might do us more harm than good. So count me out. Alright then, we're not drinking the potions. What's the plan? I don't have one yet, but I suggest keeping a low profile for the time being. We could even say that we drank the potions but remembered nothing. If someone will be able to tell us we're bluffing, that means they themselves know more than let out. Smart move. So basically, we were in reserve until someone else leaves their room. Then we'll know when it's a good time to come out. Exactly. Glad to see you're keeping up. What the hell was that? Someone broke their thing. You heard that, didn't you? It wasn't just my imagination? No, I'm pretty sure someone or something made a ruckus just then. I swear, if it turns out this mansion is haunted, I'd like to see if Shira and Ivana are okay. Would that be invading their privacy? I think our concern is justified. Let's stick to that. Shira, Yvonne, everything okay with you two? That's it. I'm going in. Okay, false alarm. They're fine, just asleep. Did you just see something you weren't supposed to? Shut up. Anyway, I'm a little freaked out right now. How about we go out and check on Marco and Alfred's while we're already out of our room? Sure, let's do that. They're not here. Huh. Kinda assumed they wouldn't move anywhere else. Does that mean they went upstairs into one of the bedrooms as well? Where else could they gone? Basement? The library? Though I have no idea why they want to crash in either. I suppose we could check just to make sure. Nope. Nobody here. The library seems to be empty as well. Wait, what is that? A eerily red piece of paper is resting on the edge of the table. This wasn't here before, was it? I'm pretty sure we don't notice if I've been there here before. I mean, even in this mess of books, this stands up like a sore thumb. There's something written on it. There's a soapstone hidden somewhere in this mansion. It's your key to getting out of here. Find it. FF. It's the fucking idiot! It's the necromancer! Those initials, could it be? Is it me, or did we just stumble upon something important? Crap, this is bad. How is it bad? Once we tell everyone we find this here, we will officially be the main suspects. Everyone will accuse us of writing it ourselves. Whoa, hold your horses. Just think about it. Wait, whoever placed this here obviously wanted someone to find out at some point, right? If we were to hide this before everyone else got the chance to see it, it would technically throw a wrench into their plans. But then we'd be hiding something important from everyone. Not to mention that this sounds like it could be of help to us in regarding to getting out of here. Miracle, you're not seeing the bigger picture. Not everyone can be trusted. You know what? I get it. Do you want to work with everyone else, or do you want to work with me? I think you just contradicted yourself. What's more important to you, Shinra? Playing a game of riddles or getting out of here? Both? Besides, you didn't want me to trust you right off the bat. Well, I'm asking you to trust me right now. We have a situation on our hands. This can't wait. You're going to hide this note regardless of what I say, aren't you? Not if you're going to call me out on it. That would just be stupid. You know what? Yeah, fine. Let's do it your way then. Alright, let's do it your way and hide the note. Cheers, lady on the right! We shouldn't keep the note to ourselves, though. That would be risky. Placing it between the pages inside one of these books should do the trick. There. It's like nothing had ever happened. Now we stick to a theory that we didn't notice anything being out of place when we got here. If the culprit isn't careful, they'll betray themselves. So you say. Let's wait for everyone to wake up. Oh, you're here. Hey, how did things go for you? Francis is more stubborn than I thought. I was foolish to think I'd be able to convince him to drink the potions with me. Was he not with you? He actually fell asleep. Fell asleep without drinking the potion? Guess he was tired. I figured it wouldn't hurt to leave him alone for a moment. So now we wait for Yvonne and Cher to wake up. Is he upstairs? I think so. I can go check on them. Maybe Alfred's woke up in the meantime as well. No suspicious reaction so far. I'm sorry we kept you waiting. I believe that might have been my fault. Your fault? Yvonne was, well, it turns out she's a heavy sleeper. I woke up a lot earlier than she did. I'm sorry for that. Nobody knew how long these potions were supposed to work on us to begin with, so you don't have to apologize for anything. And importantly, did you remember anything? Sadly, we didn't. So much for that, then. How about you? We didn't remember a thing, either. So much for Marco's whole plan. Marco said Alfred didn't even want to touch his potion, so at the end, all this got us nowhere. That's unfortunate. Please don't ask. We just found something on our way downstairs. Take a look at this. A soul stone? This note. The exact same note we found on the table earlier! Yeah, because, we totally did not. I paused camera putting it in one of my books with my own eyes. There's no way it could have gone into the hall on its own. Huh? Okay, let's go, Roy! Hi! Does this mean it's a duplicate? Are there two notes now? Shira must be as confused about this as I am. Okay, first things first, everybody calm the hell down. Let's go over the facts. Someone had to write this note and place it upstairs, meaning it must have been somebody from our little group of 6. Either that or someone else in this mansion whose presence we're not aware of. Until proven otherwise, we're going to stick to the we're alone theory. Marcus and Alfred were the ones who found the note on their way downstairs. However, Yvonne and Cher went down just a minute before them, right? That's right. We didn't see any note though. And we passed Mr. Marco on our way, so there are actually 2 options here. Either Yvonne and Cher working together left the note for Marcos and Alfred to find, claiming they didn't see it, or Marco himself left the note and acted surprised to find it together with Alfred's on his way down. Great deduction, Shira. I also see a 3rd option in all this, though. Oh, like what? Perhaps Yvonne and Cher didn't see the note because it was hidden behind an illusion. I do remember someone trying to play around with illusion magic back when we were drawing cards. Now that you mention it. Okay, time out. I'll admit, I make a good point, but I didn't do it. I know, I saw. Mariko was with me the whole time, so I'm pretty sure she noticed if I tried to pull anything suspicious behind her back. Not unless she was carefully watching you for every single second. With a bit of skill and good timing, something like this would be easy to arrange even with people. Where is that? You know, I'm still wondering about one thing. How do you know so much about how illusion magic works? Girl has a point. You need to have a few tricks up your sleeve as well. Knowledge and practice are 2 different things, Shinra. So you say. I don't believe you. Your feeling is mutual then. In the end, we'll just be running in circles trying to figure this out. For all we know, everyone in this room might be familiar with illusion magic and is hiding it. Unless someone decides to confess, we can assume anything. Just so it's out there. I feel like I should know what a soul stone is, or does, but it's on the tip of my mind. Oh? I'll let you know if I remember anything. That's not helpful at all! I have another question. Does anyone have an idea what the initials FF might be? Is just screaming at the top of my mind, but I feel like that pointing that out would only make me more suspicious than everyone else. I'll keep that to myself, at least for the time being. It's the only thing that comes to my mind should be censored, so I won't even say it out loud. Is the court dismissed for the time being, huh? What do you want to do next? Are we going to search for the soul stone? We don't even know what it looks like or how big it's supposed to be. Why don't we even start? This mysterious stranger should have given us at least some sort of clue, at least. Well, we need to start somewhere. If we stick with pairs just as we did until now, that sounds like the most reasonable thing to do. So, we live where? I can search out the courtyard. Do you want me to go with you? No, you should stay away from me. We'll head down to the basement then. Seems like the first logical place to search in, for me at least. Would anyone mind if Miss Shear and I search the library? You'd like to stay here? Unless you don't want to? No, it's more than fine with me. So that leaves Mariko and I with the hall and bedrooms. If anybody has anything hiding under their bed that they want us to see, now's the time to speak up. Hey, watch out for monsters. And cats. Oh boy. Alright, how are we on time? Just so it's out there, we did find the first note in the library. I'd like to check it again just to make sure it's really a duplicate. But we can't do that as long as Cher and Yvonne are in the library. We'll have to wait for the right moment to do that. Either way, in regards to what Marco pointed out earlier, I know it might have sounded suspicious to you, but you don't suspect me of putting in some kind of illusion spell in that second note and leaving there for someone to find later on, do you? Don't worry. Yeah, I believe you. Don't worry, I believe you, Shira. You're aware that your trust defies all logic right now, right? Because Marco did have a good point. I could have easily done it. As you've already heard, I'm no stranger to illusion magic of such kind. I can admit to that much just between you and me. You wouldn't be telling me this if you didn't trust me at least a little bit yourself, would you? I won't deny or confirm that. And you're right, the odds are against you. But did you really do it? I believe you didn't. Unless you were a way better actor than I could have ever possibly imagined. The things you say or do seem genuine enough to me. You don't give people much credit, do you? Sure. You shouldn't let your guard down so easily is what I'm saying. Still, if you're really deciding to trust me, then thanks. Oh? Who would have thought? I didn't expect her to be so nice all of a sudden. Just don't get me wrong, I don't want you letting your guard down because we're getting along or something. Don't become biased. We still have a lot of mysteries to unfold, of course. So, where do you want to head next? Should we check the bathrooms? Sure. I think I just saw something. Where? Wait, this wall here. Shira, did you just walk through it? I totally did. This bloody wall is an illusion. No, wait. Can I also... Welcome to the other side. I got chills all of a sudden. No kidding. We should let the others see this. What did you come up with this time? Shut up and watch. Everybody, take a look at this wall. There's actually a hidden passage behind it. A hidden passage? We just never noticed it until now because it's warded with an illusion spell. Observe. Interesting, isn't it? Oof. Right, we can just walk through it, just like that. There's a short corridor here. There's just one problem with it. Doesn't look like the door will budge. It's pretty solid and has a padlock on it. So we might have a hard time getting through, unless our friendly giant ab prince can surprise us. Those nicknames of yours are just annoying. Wait, a padlock? Yeah, and I'm sure as hell didn't see any keys lying around here anywhere, did any of you? Try opening it. Oh? Just a neat kind of wire. A strong one. Preferably. Something like a hairpin will do. Do any of us have a hairpin on them? Damn, I knew I shouldn't have left the ribbons at home. Wherever home is, anyway. Anyone carrying sharp, dangerous objects on their person, confess. Yvonne! Huh? Come on, you have to have something. Why would I? I don't have any hairpins, I think. Lame! Marco! I bet there's some knives in those pouches of yours. Yes, Shinra, 1,000 of them, in fact. All sharp and pointy, ready for backstabbing. Seriously though, what are you carrying in those? Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? Tease. Afritz! You're being annoying, just shut up. Ah, you're hiding something! Admit it! Move aside. It's no use. Damn! I suppose it's time to split up and look for a wire instead of a stone. Wait. My claw ring is made of some kind of metal. It's pretty pointy at the end. But it'd work. It might be too thick regardless, but I can give it a try. It's not as though I care if you broke it. Let me just... Huh. What's wrong? I can't seem to get it off. Really? Is it stuck? Miss Maricom, would you mind if I take a look at it? Be my guest? Not sure why, but it seems to be infused with some kind of spell. I can feel an aura emanating from it. You're able to tell such a thing? It means you're not? Perhaps I'm simply more sensitive to such things. When I close my eyes and concentrate, what's wrong? It's nothing. I thought I felt something, but it's gone now. What are you blabbering about, child? Oh no, the cat's back. Maybe it was simply Lord Mutik's aura that I felt. Hey, cat, maybe you could lend us a claw and open this damn door. Surely you just. I'm not even talking to the likes of you. Well, you just did. And hey, what's that supposed to mean? Did you know that in another dimension, people like you walk around these streets staring at the shiny tiles catching imaginary monsters? Your door here is simply boring. What? When we get back to the issue at hand, we're wasting our time here. I agree with Alfred for a change. You know, Miracle, if you can't take the thing off and there's a spell cast on it, it probably needs to be there for a reason. Don't force it off until you can remember what that reason might be. I was about to say the same thing. While we're at it, I've been kind of wondering, how sharp is that claw of yours? Probably kill somebody with the thing. Don't worry, I won't slit anybody's throat if I don't have to, though it could poke an eye out. That was supposed to be a joke! This thing isn't even that sharp! Well, since we're out of options for now, let's go search for a wire. Wait. What is it? You know, technically I should have thrown out laws instead of my corset. Might be willing to sacrifice one for the greater good. So you've been accusing everyone of having sharp objects on themselves while you had some on yourself. That makes you a hypocrite. Hey, piss off! This was a last resort option. Like hell I ruined my outfit without a second thought. Besides, it's just a wire and a piece of clothing. Who in their right mind would plan to murder anyone with that? I'm gonna sock and kill. You're not helping! Oh, what am I saying? You never are. We appreciate your sacrifice, Jim. We could try pulling one out from the back. We just need something sharp to make a hole in the material. My God, could be sharp enough to do that. Oh boy, just don't stab me while you're at it. I might need to sharpen it a little, but I think I might be able to work with this. Just give me a moment. Is now a good time to make some bets? What kind of bets? Whether we'll be stuck in this corridor in the next couple hours, or... Oh, well that was fast. Oh, go, Sheer! My hero's heroic sacrifice didn't go to waste. Now I know the fashion gods will forgive me. So, you're good at lockpicking. How many houses did you rob? Who's gonna kick Marco? Whoa, there's a kitchen in here! Sweet! You guys, anything in here might be edible? More doors. Oh boy, as if the front yard wasn't creepy enough. I already know this one's gonna be someone's new favorite place. There's a bridge here. Another building further out. It's like some kind of mausoleum. Please don't tell me it's a mausoleum. Gods, nice! Someone went all out for this. The water is warm. Perhaps those baths were built on an underground spring. Sweet, I'm calling dibs. I vote for eating something first. I second that. This is some kind of aisle? The stone benches don't look very comfortable, do they? The other end of the barrier is also visible here. Boy, this place is creepy. Kinda gives me the heebie-jeebies. What'd you stop? Yvonne? Something wrong? Don't you guys smell that? Smell what? The plants? The moldy ground? Don't smell anything out of the ordinary either. Maybe it's just my imagination. What do you smell? I can't quite put it into words. It's really foul kind of smell. Yeah, that must be the mold. I suppose. Come on, let's bowl this joint and storm the kitchen. Kitchen! Surprisingly, there's actually a fair bit amount of food stuffed in these sleeves. It's almost too good to be true. Let's just hope it isn't over 100 years old. Oh, God. The sound design is cool, but oh, my ears. If you think that's a lot, Tim, take a look at this. There's some kind of cold storage in here. I believe the whole room has been infused with elemental magic. Way too good to be true. Is that meat I see? Oh, meat! There's a lot of other things in here as well. Is there also fish by any chance? How about some veggies? Just look around and take your pick. And friends, is there anything you'd like to eat? No, the souls of the innocent. You've been staring at that stove for a while. I can do the cooking, if you'll let me. You, the cooking? It feels familiar. Did someone just confess to being a chef? This is way too good to be true, I tell you. Just let me know what you like to eat and I'll see what I can do. Hey, do you see that? That's the first time you spell, isn't it? And the spell is broken. Hey, I'll try anything as long as it's good. I'll let you surprise me. What about you? Me? Oh, I do like... something with meat sounds good. All hail the meat god! Shira, a woman after my own heart. I too. That smells so nice. I'm impressed. Who thought that a guy like you would know his way around the kitchen? You probably call it useful. I call it survival skills. It's clearly something most of you clearly lack. Okay, shut up. Let this a lesson to be all of us. We shouldn't judge others by their outward appearance. No, but we should judge others by how much of a dick they are. What does that say about you, Yvonne? About me? Is there something wrong with the way I look? Well, you seem... Well, I don't even know how to answer that question. In a good or bad way. Let's just say I never guessed you'd be such a sugar cane from the way you dress. Sugar cane? Wait, is my outfit too revealing for you? You're also wearing a collar. But hey, don't you start feeling self-conscious on me just now. I was just making observation. I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable or anything. Don't let this bother you, Yvonne. I believe Shinra's taste in clothes is the odd one among us. Well, thanks. Well, I won't argue with that one. I'll just take it as a compliment. Personally, I really like the way you dress. The same goes for Mariko. Not too revealing for you? No, it shows that you're confident of yourself. So what am I, supposed to be insecure now? And hey, I didn't say I didn't like the way both of you dressed. Just so it's clear, that couldn't be more of a misunderstanding. I can appreciate a good-looking figure when I see one. I just didn't expect Yvonne to be such a kind-hearted person when I first saw her, that's all. It's so amusing listening to a young girl talk in broad daylight. Don't you think so, Prince? It's clearly dark outside. Yeah, I was just... You know, I forget I said anything. Done. Food is almost ready. Prepare the table if you would. Jesus Christ. Oh! Yay! We got Marco in the background. Marco's on the train duty. Hey, sure, pass me the salt, will you? You haven't even touched your meal yet. I like to be prepared for potential disaster. I don't think you have to worry about that. The stuff is great. Oh dear. Hey, Sir Prince, this is so yummy! Ah, it really is good. Well, B, this is one of the surprise story. Compliments to the chef. Hope you enjoy them. You didn't poison the food, did you, Prince? Nobody's forcing you to eat. If you don't trust me, make your own meal. No, I can't help but wonder, where did you learn to cook like that? Maybe I didn't have anyone that could do it for me. I imagine I just took matters into my own hands. Holy shit, this stuff is melting in my mouth! Prince, my respect for you have just gone through the roof! Is that how it works? Well, unless the food is poison, then we're gonna have a different kind of conversation. Why would I want to poison any of you? You tell me. You're kind of giving off the impression as if just listening was annoys you, so... If I'm being unpleasant, I apologize. It's not my intention. I haven't been feeling well. What do you mean? Do you have a fever? Does it hurt anyone? No, it's neither. I'm restless and I have this sinking feeling in the pit of my stomach. Now, then maybe your clear lack of sleep is a fault with that. Perhaps. If you need to rest, please tell us. That should apply to all of us. If something is wrong with anybody, please don't hide it. We won't be able to help if we don't know there's a problem to begin with. While I agree on that thought, I imagine something like that might be a problem. We're still mostly strangers to one another. Admitting to having some kind of weakness can be a gamble. I'm not even surprised that Empress kept quiet about it after all this time. Well, whatever the case might be, I sincerely doubt any of you could be worse off than I am, and nobody's used that to their advantage yet, so... Cher, you really are hurt, aren't you? Excuse me? It just occurred to me that none of us actually saw that wound of yours, well, except Marco, which is shady on its own. Wouldn't it better have another girl check up on you? You think I'm lying about being wounded? Easy, it was just a thought, so I just wanted to make sure. I can assure you that wound is real. Why would she lie about that? I don't know, to play the victim. It's easier to trust someone who looks weak and helpless, don't you think? She has a point! Does she look weak and helpless to you? Okay, I'm sorry! Put that fork down! You're really looking too much into everything, Shira. But if Miss Shira is actually a detective in disguise, or did someone just read too many novels? Hey, it's not my fault I'm getting those kinds of ideas. Blame my brain. Do you fantasize about such things often? Marco, shut up! Define such things. A great mystery in unravel, nothing like what it seems, contradictions lied at every corner, people deceived, just waiting for the right moment to strike. Is that what you wish was happening here? For the record, you're saying all of that makes it extremely creepy. Cut it out! Here's another theory. Sleep harbor party gone wrong. What if the truth isn't actually that complicated? Maybe nobody here is not actually lying about anything, and everything is exactly what it seems. Crazy, I know. Possible. I wouldn't believe for a second that Marco doesn't remember anything. Well, I do remember some things, but most of them won't really help themselves with anything. Things like what? Things like how to conjure a fire, for instance. Here. Marco just made a flame appear out of nowhere. Huh. Colored me impressed. You know what? While I wait for the thing to catch up, I think I'll just leave it here.
Nimble Gosling said. And as soon as the stream catches up, that'll be it for stream 07.
Okay.